I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and today we're going to be going over flirting over texting plus examples. And so where this really came from is that I was doing a coaching session with a client the other day, and over the session he was having me basically take his phone and text these girls over the phone for him. He's like, just make these girls chase me, or show me how to flirt, or show me how to really tease these girls in conversation. And so I have some screenshots here from him of the girls that we were texting, or he was texting, but I was really texting for him. And there's some really good banter lines in here, some really good flirting examples in here. And so I'm actually very proud of these that I made up on the spot with him. But quick note, before we jump into the first screenshot, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm in my building right now, and I have all the lights off, but I have my spotlights on for the recording here, and so you can see them in the reflection. But there's literally like 1,000 bugs on the window behind me, like these little like green gnats, just like sticking to the glass trying to get to these lights, and it's actually very fucking disgusting. I got up to get something, I came back and I saw these bugs, and I was like, Jesus, it's fucking gross. But anyways, let's jump into the very fucking first text message right now. So this was kind of like a boring conversation to start, but we actually got it going with this key line down in the middle. It says, well, first it says, you definitely do about me. I don't really know what that was about. I forget really, but she said, no, just snugs and kids. Snugs and kids. And then she said, kisses. OMG, kisses. And I think they were talking about, I think he said that they've been on a couple dates before, and they cuddled and they kissed, but they didn't really like go all the way or anything. And she said just snugs and kids. And so what I commonly tell people to do when she accidentally messes up, and especially this is a big slip up, and most guys, they would just laugh at this. They wouldn't really view it as like a chance to flirt, right? They'd just be like, they would just kind of like hover over it, act like it didn't happen, and just continue talking. But what you want to do in this position is that you want to do what I call a playful misinterpretation. You take her words and you put them back on her. And so what I did was I told him to send this line right here. I said, kids, whoa, slow down, babe. That's a big step. And she was like, babe, that was a big step. And so what he said about this girl here was that they were kind of like in the talking phase, I believe. And so it's like they were in the point where it's like, you know, calling each other cute nicknames or whatever before they actually start making it official. And that's what they were really doing here. And so she was like, babe, like that was a big step right there. But yes, but you want to pay attention to that line right there. So she went, when I told him to send kids, whoa, slow down, babe, like that's a big step. Like basically what you're saying is that you're rushing me, right? Like kids, you want kids already, like whoa, slow down. And so it's very good to use in conversation with girls, especially when they slip up their texting, is that you want to be basically, you just want to use a playful misinterpretation against them and tease them for that. It's going to cause some very sparked flirty conversation right here. And then I told him to send, I know. I was like, cool down a little bit there. You're about to explode. And she was like, I'm not about to explode. I just did not mean to type kids. And in the next paragraph, she says, but you said babe, so that was a big step. I think this means you might actually like me. And then he said, it was? How was babe bigger than kids? And she said, because you can have kids with anybody. And he says, can't you call anyone babe? So look at the difference in this conversation versus conversations that most guys are having with girls. You can see that it's very flirty, right? It's very in the moment. Like you can tell that this girl, her attention is hooked on the phone. Like she cannot get enough of this conversation. And so use these examples right here to really spark up your flirting life in your phone, in your texting. But let's move on to the next screenshot here. And it's with this girl named Megan, I guess, and we were just playing around, and he said that she's kind of weird. He said that she's never really like had a boyfriend before, and she's very weird to talk to. And I said, okay, let's see what we can do here. And so we were just playing around, and I told him to send like don't leave me, just like be playful. This is like this is called I think it's called like self-humor or self-entertaining. That's what it's called, self-entertaining. And I was just like, yeah, just send like don't leave me, just like acting like a beta male. We're like, don't leave me, please, right? Just to be funny, just to be self-entertaining. He's like, really? Like send that? And I was like, sure. And then she was like, I'm not. And then I was like, okay. I was like, basically put out the role play that she's a dog. Okay, and this could look really, really bad. This could actually be very, very bad if you don't know how to play this off correctly. And so look how we played it off. I told him to say, I know, you're a good girl, pat, pat. Basically indirectly saying that she's a dog. And, you know, you keep up with this role play during the text, and role plays are very fucking lethal in flirty conversations, especially one like this, where you're basically interpreting it as she's a dog. And it's just fucking hilarious, because look at the reactions that she's giving now. It's like, she was like, I'm not. And now she's laughing. Now she's in the conversation right now. He was like, that's my girl. Give me kisses, like a dog, where you're like, give me kisses to the dog. And she's like, your girl. Like, she's getting into the conversation now. Like, look at this. And then you're like, here's a treat. Like, you're taking it away, right? You're like, that's my girl. Give me kisses. Like, you're pulling her in. And then she's like, your girl. And then you're like, here's a treat. And she's like, oh my God, I'm a human. So it's like, she's getting into this conversation. The next couple texts, I forget what we were talking about, but he said, oh yeah, baby. And she was like, I'll think about it. So he said, I was like, have you guys ever been together before? And he was like, yeah, we went to a party once. And he was like, and I was like, okay, like send this text then. And so I think what we were talking about before is like, we were talking about how she wants him. And she was like, I'll think about it, you know? And I told him to send like, sounds like you already have. Like, basically, I'm interpreting that she basically has already made the decision in her head that she wants him. And she was like, when? And I told him to send whenever we talk. Basically, he's saying like, whenever we talk, you're flirting with me. Whenever we talk. And then I told him to send when you flirted with me at Alan's place. Basically, that's where the party was, I guess, was at Alan's place. And she was like, I don't flirt. What did I say? And I told him to say this fucking amazing line. He goes, not very well, yeah. So she was like, I don't flirt. What did I say? And he goes, not very well, yeah. Like, you don't flirt very well, but yeah, sure. And then she was like, I'm dead. She's like, I know, I don't even try to flirt. And so that's just a very, very good comeback. And there was just beautiful responses. You know, let's just talk about it one more time. I don't flirt. Not very well, yeah. Like, imagine the reaction that's going to get from a girl when you get a guy that can talk to a girl just like that. It's just fucking beautiful. So let's move on to the final texting example here. And this one is basically for the guys that they don't really know how to talk dirty to a girl, right? Like, some guys, they go way too far when they're talking to a girl, and they'll just start fucking talking dirty as shit. Like, they'll just be like, oh my God, you're so fucking hot. Like, I bet you're so wet right now. And it's like, she's not rich. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? And it's like, you don't want to talk so dirty right off the bat. Like, you want to just ease into it slowly. Like, make her think dirty thoughts, almost like she's the one that's hitting on you. And so that's commonly what I tell guys that are beginning in flirting, is that you want to make it seem like she is the one that is hitting on you all the time. Because what are most guys doing? They're the ones that are hitting on the girl. The role of the conversation is they are the ones that are hitting on the girl. And so you, as a high-value man, you want to position yourself as she is the one that's doing all the hitting on you. And so when you look at this text message right here, they're talking about popping the back or whatever. You know, I'm like, whatever. I don't even know what the hell this is about. But I was like, send these texts right here. And basically, like, they were talking about, yeah, she was like, yes, I hate it, and my back needs popped. And then he was like, do the twist thing. I guess it's like where you twist and pop your back, or the roller. I'm not really sure what that means. But then she was like, pop it for me. Pick me up from behind and pop my back. And I told him to send, this was actually not over the phone session. This was another time when we were just going back and forth over the DM. He asked me what to say to this, but she said, pop it for me. Pick me up from behind and pop my back. I'm like, God damn, you're so fucking demanding, girl. But then he was like, I told him to send, you want me to do what to your behind? You want me to do what to your behind? And look at the reaction. Like, she laughed at it, and then she was like, LOL. You know how people crack back? You know how people crack back by picking, not very good grammar right there. You know how people crack back by picking them up? Do that. And I told him to say, sounds a little suspicious to me, but okay, no funny business. And this line is just solid. I got this line straight from my book, where if a girl's like hitting on you, or like you take a girl back to your place, and right before you walk into the door, you look at her and you're just like I'll let you inside, but no funny business, okay? Like, I know how your mind works. And this line is just super, super flirty, right? So another playful misinterpretation when I told him to send, You want me to do what to your behind? Like, basically, you're saying, like, you want me to do what to your ass? Like, geez, you're very fucking forward there, girl. But she was like, you know how people crack back, again, bad grammar, by picking them up, do that. And I told him to send, sounds a little suspicious to me, but okay. No funny business, though. So basically, that is how you flirt with a girl over text. That's going to make the interaction so much hotter, so much more passionate. And so if you need help, make sure to jump into my online class. I'll link it down below, or you can DM me personally. I'd love to work with you one-on-one. I'm Selna Kim, America's Face of Dating. I will see you next time.